My name is Lena, and this is a Hobbit's Book Nook. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming. If you are new here, so am I. This is scary, it is exciting, and it shall be one hell of a journey. And if you're willing to take it with me, then that also makes me happy. I want to start off by doing the new bookish tag for all of the newbies like myself who are here on Booktube. We're just gonna jump in. I want to do the newbie book tag. I want to do my March read because we are in my favorite month of the year, my birthday month, March of 2023. I will be 27 this year, y'all. I feel like I have back pain. I do. So the first question for the newbie book tag is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I am obsessed with books. I'm so obsessed that if I buy another book, I have friends and family who will hunt me down and bury my body so that I can stop buying them. That's how bad it is. Years now. Um, I've been on here for about 2.5 years, and I have loved it. I've loved watching people. I love talking about books. I love reading books, and I love sharing my experience about a book. But it's hard to do that simply on Instagram by posting a picture and then trying not to write a 6 page paragraph and then having my own blog and also trying not to have a 6 page paragraph and having it to sound so pristine. I don't know. Here, I feel like a lot of booktubers can just be themselves, and I enjoy that. So that is why I started a booktube. The second question: what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? I think I'm pretty funny. People tell me I'm funny, and I think what I can bring to booktube is simply bringing new experiences, not just to myself but to others. I do want to, especially this year, and actually in a year after this one, just trying new things, period, and bringing you guys along to try those new things with me. Um, Essentially, all of my introverted people, I'm going to be extroverted for you. I say that and I'm a little scared I said it. Uh, so, yes, to simply bring my introvertedness out. So that's why I can bring a book too. Bringing new experiences, simply just making you laugh as much as possible by being myself. When talking about books, when going on experiences, when going outside. I can bring that to you. Number three, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Everything. We put no stops. There are no stops to this. Everything is exciting, and that's my mindset. Everything is exciting. I am one of those people who rather sit on a couch, but I definitely, my partner and I definitely promise each other to simply become better at what we love. I love books so much so that I have 500 plus on my shelves and I keep buying them. Um, so that is what I am most excited for about this channel is it being new, it being something I want to continue, it being something that I can create with, if that makes sense. Um, so that's what I am excited about. Just everything new, 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 new. Why do you love reading? It's crack. Okay, that's why I love reading. It's like a drug without being a drug. And the bad part is, you can still get hungover, but not have a headache. Okay, not have a full headache. I love reading because it, even since a kid, it just the ability to be lost in a book that paint a picture for you real quick, okay? You're a young kid. You go to your room. You turn on your $6 CD player. I'll let that one part sink in. If you don't know what a 6 disc CD player is, I'm sorry, you missed out. Um, you go in your room. The day is done. Your mom's like, "Yo, go to your room, go to bed." You're like, "Okay." You turn on your 6 disc CD player. You have Nickelback playing in the background. You are under the covers and you are reading Twilight. You look up, thankfully it was Friday. It's 3:45 in the morning and you have just now finished the first book of Twilight. You get up, you go to the bathroom, you come back, you grab the next book, and you do it over again. The ability to be lost in a book. If you don't know what that feeling is, I don't know how to help you. But that is why I love reading. The ability to completely immerse yourself in a whole world. You are in the eyes of a wolf, a vampire, a mafia kingpin. The ability to simply be lost. That is why I love to read. What book or series got Junie B Jones? What book or series got you into reading? All Junie B Jones. I'm sorry, I have to go way back because let me explain something. What we read now and what got us into reading, it was Junie B Jones. Okay, she was just she just knew. She knew. All right, she knew what she wanted, who she wanted, how she wanted to do it. You do not mess with her. Junie B Jones and her Lost Tooth. Don't tell me that book didn't get you into reading. Don't tell me that book didn't get you into reading, because it got me. I don't know where it got me, but it got me. Book fairs. What question would you ask your favorite booktubers? Hmm. Do you still love it? The books that you are reading, do you still love them as much as you did before you got on Booktube? So the books, are you reading them because you want to read them? Are you reading them because you might have gone far in Booktube? Ah, shit, I'm back. Ah, do you still love it? Or are you simply doing it just because? Don't mind these walls. There's a bookshelf over there. Um, this is my desk, and I plan on actually putting a lot up here. Like I have some photos and some artwork that I want to put up. We just have not gotten to it yet because we keep forgetting, and we keep forgetting to actually create the artwork. It's up here, just not up here. So give it a couple weeks. It'll be something new. Number 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? This. I had to listen to Cheetah Girls before I started watching this simply because I'm talking to you, correct? When you watch this, I'm speaking to you, you beautiful souls. But before you see it, I see it. And I'm talking to me. And I think the challenge, the hardest thing will be just getting used to it. Getting used to it and then trying to stick to a schedule because I fall off task very, very quickly. And I can write it down 1,000 times. I'm sorry, I can say it 1,000 times, but if it is not on paper, child, please. Y'all gonna get about 20 minutes of me talking about the birds, the bees, the hamsters, and the sun. I don't even think we ever gonna get to the tree part. But the thing that I think that will be hard to overcome is simply talking to a camera. It's different, it's new. But we're gonna get over it. When did you start reading? I started reading when I was in the I actually started reading when I was in pre-K. Um, I actually got my first Junie B Jones when I know I got my first Sesame Street book in pre-K, and then I up to Junie B Jones by kindergarten, and then so on and so forth. I was one of those. I'm a third grader, even at a sixth grader level. That didn't help at all. Um, where do you read? Everywhere. I read everywhere. This beautiful thing here, my Barnes and Noble's Nook that almost dropped. My Barnes and Noble's Nook goes everywhere with me. What kind of books do you like to read? Is the next question. Um, when it comes to books, I know a lot of people have like a main preference. Oh, I only like romance. I only like classics. I only like fiction, nonfiction. I don't have a preference. Am I weird? Yes. Do I care? No. I don't really have a preference. My TBR for this year is a. I had to break them into sections. My TBR is right here. I had to break them into sections literally because my shelves, like I have a biography, I have a memoir, I have some fiction, some horror, some. I have literally everything, and that's my problem. Because when you don't have a preference, you don't have a money limit. If I only did romance, I'd only literally be able to buy romance. Like, oh, I bought all these romance books, da da da. That doesn't work for me because I like everything. But I do not have a preference on what I read. I read a little bit of everything and I love a little bit of everything. What does your book collection look like? A hot mess. My book collection looks like a hot flippity flippity mess. Um, I'm gonna show you my book collection. I'm gonna show you. Give me a minute. I'm gonna show you my book collection. Just a snippet, not the whole thing, because it's everywhere. My book collection is literally in my office. It's everywhere. So give me. I'm gonna show you my book collection. Hold on. All right, let's start with my TBR card. This is my TBR card. All the books. Not these are not all of them. There, as you can see, a couple of missing. And then my annotation notebooks for my classics that I usually write notes in. Yeah. So here is. This is not a TBR card. This is. I'm gonna show you what this is. All of these books on top were written by PC Cass and Kristen Cass. These next books are just a little bit of everything. Actually, the Spanish love is supposed to go back on the shelf, so we're gonna put her back. But yep, there's nothing back here. But this cart is whole top is PC Cast. Second is everything. Let's go to the next ones. This is my little collection. I have, see if I can show you, books behind books. See, oh, here we go. Here goes the shelf. Hidden books. This is how I hide them so my partner doesn't see them. Wait. Let's see what we got here. Right, hidden books. So this is my tiny collection. My collection has hot mess written all over it. Okay, so yeah, that was my collection. And the bad part is that's not the end of my collection. Simply because I have digitals, a lot of digital copies of everything. Well, not everything, but majority of it. Those are my newbie questions. I want to jump into a tea. Let me go get some tea and I'll be right back. And then we're gonna jump into my March TBR for this month. All right, let's get into this March. Let's get into this March TBR. I'm excited. So about a year ago, 2 years ago now, I read Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman. And I have the absolute pleasure of getting the advanced reader copy of her next book, Once More Fulfilling. It comes out May 30th of this year, and I am getting the chance to read it before. When I tell you I screamed like a little girl. I was in here jumping up and down in a bonnet and a nightgown looking like a hot mess. But you know what? That hot mess got an advanced reader copy of a book that she's been craving for by her favorite author. So I absolutely am excited. I'm obsessed already. May 30th is when it comes out, and I believe that everybody should be ready for it and go get it when you get a chance. One, I am about 12% into this next book. It's not a book, it's a manga. It's a manga? It's a manga. Introverted Kun is at the hospital. He stumbles upon a book because he's obsessed with reading. He opens it and realizes that it's not just a book, it's essentially a diary. And in that diary, he realizes it's his classmates who he finds out has, I'm gonna assume she has pancreas cancer. And she's like, well, you know my secret. We're friends. And you can't tell anybody. And now you're my bestie. As the introvert he is, he's like, well, shit. Are you sure about this? She's like, yeah. You have to be my friend now. And you have to listen to all my possible dying jokes. And he's like, well, what the fuck? Why do you need to tell these jokes? And she's like, because I can't say it with anybody else because nobody else knows that I am dying. And so on and so forth. Our last book. The book I am low-key anticipating the most out of the three because who doesn't like a good alien peen, man? Our last book is called Ice Planet Barbarians. If you knew what it was, congratulations, you're a freak. If you didn't know what it was, I am sorry, I shall corrupt you on this one. Yes, I first saw this book on Tray of Pages, Bookstagram. I was then recommended it by Jasmine Reddit on Instagram or Bookstagram. And I finally broke down and got it. And I didn't just get this one book. No, I got the whole series. Because once again, we have what? No self-control over here. I feel as if anything that says a big blue horned alien introduces himself in a rather startling way, I'm not going to be able to put this book down, am I? Am I? I'm not. What have you done to me? Ruby Dixon. I just want to sit in a room with you after I read this and we have a one-on-one discussion because either this book is going to be really, really good or it's going to be absolutely terrible. But either way, I would love to sit down with you and just pick that freaky deaky brain of yours. Am I late to the reading party on some of these books? Absolutely. Absolutely. 100% I'm late. Am I going to give you my 112% honest opinion? Fuck yeah. I don't know how I can. So, on that note, excited. I am excited about this journey. I am excited about everything that I want to do with this YouTube channel. And I'm also scared simply because it's brand new for me. It's me coming out of my comfort zone and coming in front of the camera and not being behind it, as well as just openly talking about books. My thoughts matter if they sound crazy, look crazy, or what. I'm coming here to talk to you about my favorite subject, the only subject that ever mattered, books. We might be learning some things together. We might be doing some things together. So stay, come back. Push that notification button, push the subscribe button, and thank you for stopping here. My name is Lena again, and this is a Hobbit's Book Nook, and We welcome you, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. So thank you. You guys have a good night.